hear it again, that soft, familiar whisper in the back of my skull. You're tired. You've done enough. You should rest. You can do it tomorrow. Shut up. I've heard that voice my entire life. It used to sound like logic, reasonable, rational, even kind. A voice that seemed to care. But here's the truth I learned too late. That voice is not your friend. It's the enemy. It's the saboteur inside the gates, wearing your voice, using your memories, mimicking your fears, because it knows you'll listen if it sounds like you. It tells you you're not good enough. It tells you you don't have what it takes. It tells you this path is too hard, that quitting is smart, that failure is inevitable. But that voice is a liar, a shape-shifting, comfort-peddling, dream-assassinating coward, and I let it run my life for years. Yeah, I used to listen. I let it dictate when I trained, how hard I worked, what I chased. I let it steal my mornings, sabotage my goals, and dull every fire that ever tried to light inside me. That voice convinced me I was tired before I ever broke a sweat. It told me I wasn't ready before I ever tried. And every time I obeyed, every time I flinched, it got stronger. It made me skip the gym. It made me doubt my talent. It made me waste years chasing the illusion of comfort over the cold, ugly truth of growth. But one day, I caught it. I heard it say, "You can't." And for the first time, I didn't flinch. I leaned in. I asked it, "Why not?" It didn't have an answer. That was the moment it cracked. That was the day I realized the voice in my head wasn't truth. It was weakness dressed up in logic. That voice wasn't protecting me. It was chaining me. It had nothing to offer but fear. Nothing to offer but hesitation. Nothing to offer but excuses painted as self-care. From that moment, I declared war. You think this is motivational? Wrong. This is war. A daily, brutal, internal knife fight between the version of me I'm meant to become and the version of me that wants to survive in the shadows. I stopped listening and I started commanding. You think discipline is something you find? Something you download from a podcast or pick up from a YouTube reel? Number discipline is forged. It is built in silence, in repetition, in deliberate rejection of every emotion-based decision your weak mind wants you to make. I trained my brain like a muscle. Pain was the weight, repetition was the program, and failure, that was fuel. Every time I heard, "You can't," I answered, "Watch me." Every time I heard, "You're done," I smiled and pushed again. Every excuse, I crushed it. Every lie, I exposed it. You have to kill that voice. You have to drag it into the light, beat it with evidence, starve it with action, and bury it beneath your results. But I'm tired. So, do it tired. But I'm sore. Good. That means you're growing. But I don't feel like it. Exactly. That's why you must. The weak version of me still tries to claw his way back into the driver's seat. He shows up in the morning. He whispers over coffee. He gets louder during the grind. He tells me, "You've done enough. Take it easy." And every day, I bury him again. You think you're the only one fighting this war. You think greatness is this smooth road where motivation shows up on time and confidence never dips. Wrong. The people you admire, they hear the same voice. The difference? They dominate it. I don't negotiate with weakness. I don't argue with comfort. I don't rationalize my way into average. I enforce my standard, whether I feel like it or not. Feelings are liars. Emotions are traps. And your mind, if left unchecked, will become your prison. This is the savage truth. Your mind will lie to you every single day. And if you don't take control, if you don't recognize it, if you don't learn to command instead of comply, you'll believe it. And worse, you'll build a life on it. A life based on fear. A life built around someday. A life littered with half-finished dreams and fully justified failures. And you'll wonder what happened, why you never became what you were capable of, why it never clicked, why it always felt like something was in the way. That something, it was you. It was that voice, and you never silenced it. Let me be clear. This is not about hustle porn. This isn't about toxic grind culture. This is about war, a necessary war, a war that every person who wants more must fight. This isn't about being busy. This is about being relentless. This isn't about doing more. It's about doing what must be done, no matter the cost. You want to be great? Then get ready to suffer. Get ready to be uncomfortable every single day. Get ready to train when you're sore, to write when you're drained, to show up when no one is watching and no one is cheering. You want to be exceptional? Then stop needing permission. Stop needing perfect conditions. Stop waiting to feel ready. That's the voice talking. That's the lie whispering in your ear. Wait. Rest. Later. Kill it. Because if you don't, that voice becomes your default. You won't even hear it anymore. You'll just obey. And before you know it, you'll be living someone else's life. A diluted version of what could have been. I say this with fire in my chest and blood on my knuckles. There is no neutral. You are either building your dream or surrendering to your weakness. There is no compromise. There is only command. Every day, that voice wakes up with one goal: to stop you. And every day, you must wake up stronger. Discipline isn't a mood, it's a mindset. It's a code you enforce with your actions, regardless of your emotions. You think success is about talent. You think it's about luck, number. It's about who controls the voice. So the next time it whispers, take a break, you answer, take a seat. When it says, this is too hard, you answer, good. When it screams, you can't do this, you stand up, look it in the eye, and say, I already did. And when the day comes, and it will come, when that voice is on its knees, begging for mercy, whispering, please, just one day off, you give it nothing. You walk past its corpse, and you keep moving, because you are no longer listening. You are leading. Your mind will lie to you every single day. If you don't take control, you'll believe it, and you'll stay average forever. Stop trusting your emotions. Start enforcing your standard. Dominate the voice before it dominates you.